and welcome. This is our first Sunday Contemplative Day, so we are so blessed and honored to have you joining with us today, those in the room here participating, and those online joining in with us. We are grateful to have you here. So today, since it's a Contemplative Sunday, we're going to have Zoe and Zen Seraphine, which is going to be beautiful today. So just to give you a little background on that, I love what she writes on the website. The immersive experience of entrancing sound meditation can transport you into a world so serene you will lose all sense of space and time and travel through transformative states of consciousness. In this beautiful inner sanctuary, the simple act of open-hearted listening can help you rediscover a whole version of yourself, aligned with an existence that is free from suffering and in tune with the resonance of your dream life. Beautiful. So we hope that that's the experience you have today as we join together in this session. I'm Richard Houston. I'm one of your licensed practitioners here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Cultural Coast. Also, to let you know, this year is, for 2024, our main theme is Grand Rising. And within that, August is about unstatus quo. So most of you know about status quo being keeping the existence of what's happening in one's affairs. Well, the unstatus quo then would be, let's shake it up a bit. So when I think of that, I think about the fact that one of my mentors that taught me the most about that was about creativity. And the fact that when one goes through their days, they normally do what is their routine, what is the status quo, how they think about life. And one of my mentors taught me, he was this very creative person. I'd say one of the most brilliant people I've ever met in my career and in my life. And what he did for his creativity was to break the status quo every day, every minute he could. And he did that by doing things that were different. So for example, we talk about the mind is where we create life from. So a lot of times we get in a rut. So what he would do to make sure he didn't get in a rut would be he would do things that were just out of the ordinary. For example, when we go on business trips, he would never park in the same spot at the airport. We'd always park somewhere differently. We were traveling, and this was when cell phones first came out. You know, I'm from Maine, he was from Maine. And what did he do? He got a phone number from Detroit, just to keep it different. So as we think about unstatus quo, you might think about in your own life, how can you change it up? How can you break the rhythm? How can you do it differently? How can you do that if for no other reason than to get out of the rut, to just see what else life has to offer and to open yourselves up to that? And speaking about that, Reverend Teresa is on sabbatical for the month of August. And my experience was I used to be on the board at the Center for Spiritual Living, Santa Rosa, where our spiritual leader, previous spiritual leader, Reverend Dr. Edward Viljoen, was the minister there. And this was the first time many years ago when he actually took a sabbatical. So sabbatical to me is in keeping with this theme of unstatus quo. It's really a good thing for someone to break up their rhythms. I know for me, I'm reflecting lately on the fact that in my business life, I have hardly ever taken vacation that much. 2 weeks at the most. And when I think about that, it kind of reflects to say, hey, maybe I should rethink that because life is meant to be lived. So So we wish Reverend Teresa just a wonderful, relaxing, whatever it is, time for her on her sabbatical, and we just know that it will all be in divine order, both for her and for us. So now, before we start into our sound time, let's go into just in within. Let's just do an invocation and bring ourselves together into this place. So as we just breathe into this moment, we just let go of the day. We let go of the weather. We let go of whatever's happening in our personal lives. And we just go within to the centering and center of our being. For we know that God is good all the time. Whether we call it God, nature, Mother, whatever form, whatever name, it is all good. It is the life force that feeds us and folds us, surrounds us, and flows through us. We are a manifestation of this good. We are one with the allness. We are one with good. And from that place, I just know that this time and space that we come together on just is both a healing, an opening, and just a beautiful time of connection for ourselves with the oneness, for ourselves with each other, and for the greater community in the world. We are blessed and grateful for this time together, and I just released these words, and together we say, and so it is. And so, here we go.
In every moment there is magic if we are open to listening to it. And so sound can bring us closer and closer to that which has no words, that part of us that is connected to the beautiful energy that flows within all living things. And so this beautiful melody often reminds me to be open to every moment, because we don't know what magic lies within unless we listen.
Touch the sky above the falling rain. I feel so good in my neighborhood, so here I come again. Kayana, I got to have Kayana. I got to have Kayana. For the rain have fallen. Wake up and turn I lose. Wake up and turn I lose. For the rain have fallen. I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, for the rain have fallen. I feel so high, even touch the sky, above the falling rain. I feel so good in my neighborhood. Here I come again. For the rain will fall.
Am I on? Welcome to Centers for Spiritual Living, the Cultural Coast edition. And we are having an edition today. Thanks for coming out and playing in the puddles with us. I love you, every one of you. I love you. So I want to say that status quo, when I looked up, came to this, the unstatus quo. Now there's a country girl version of what status quo is, and it was something like this that I read. The current state in our world, right? So that's the current state in our world. So I translated that to the current state in my brain, the current state in my home, the current state in my state, the current state in our country, the current state in our world, most beautifully, the current state of one mind. And we choose in every moment which one of those states we want to be. Now, the unstatus quo part comes along when we make a choice from an empowered place, right? Reverend Shell Redfern shared a quote in class last Tuesday that said, "You cannot hide your most secret thoughts. They show up as your life." What is showing up as life? So I went to the Tao to find a little something, and wouldn't you believe that the very first verse in the Tao says this: "The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The Tao is both named and nameless. As nameless, it is the origin of all things. As named, it is the mother of 10,000 things. Ever desireless, one can see the mystery. Ever desiring, one sees only the manifestations. The mystery itself is the doorway to all understanding." The mystery itself is the doorway. I choose to enjoy living the great mystery. The Tao that can be named is not the Tao. The Tao is the unstatus quo, right? The Tao is how we choose in every moment to be different from the moment before. And there's a beautiful way I found in Science of Mind that we choose to be different. You're never going to believe what it is. Yeah, you'll believe it. It's the 10 principles. This is how to live a life that is unstatus quo. Wherever we go, we interject oneness. There's no separation, and we know that for everyone that's around us, everywhere we go. We interject love, one love, right? We give it to everyone we see, everywhere we go, not just on Sunday morning with a cup of coffee or a practitioner who gives us a prayer. or all of our fellow communities hugs. It's the unstatus quo, because everywhere we go, we determine that we're going to shine differently than maybe some people do around us. And the only way we can buck against the grain is to be the love we teach. That's the unstatus quo. We already know this. There is no more books we can read that can tell us anything else. There are no great teachers that can expand or evolve this thing that shows up in each of us every minute of our lives. That spark that got you out of bed this morning and determined you would be in this place, this space right now, with a storm passing by. That's the unstatus quo in you that shows up in force. I want to share something with you that I wrote about unstatus quo, and then I'm going to turn this over to our beautiful, beautiful musicians. My unstatus quo favorite way that I show up in the world is in nature. So what I did was I took the 4 elements and I wrote from my heart about each one, and I want to share it with you. I'll just put that there. I want to share with you because this is hopefully a way that you too can find some solace from the humanity of this. Fire. I am fortitude of fire, burning the shaft from my life to make room for new growth, from richer soils, from the very ashes of the original form. Water. I am the force flowing as water to smooth jagged edges and carve a new path for my existence, whereby creating a new pathway for myself and anyone else could follow, to expand my understanding of all I am and will ever be. I am the wind, the gale force that ushers itself with fierceness, able to impart the forces and remove every lie from beneath any foundation and replace each one with truth. And I am also the gentle breeze that will kiss your brow when the storm is past. The earth. I am Mother Earth in my heart. It beats the same rhythm with her heartbeat, created from all the life that sprouts from the soils of her beautiful bosom. Because she is grounded, I am connected. I am also grounded. And so are you when you choose to be. I know there is one life. And in this one life, we are called simply to be this unstatus quo and shine something different to the world. Make up your mind what you're going to be different, and just do it with all your heart. That's what the world needs.
So today, we're going to continue with that beautiful theme, because sound is a tool to get us into that state where we can be free to be ourselves completely. And so I invite you today on a journey inward. To begin this journey, all you have to do is begin turning inward towards your body, asking your body what it needs in this moment to be absolutely comfortable in order to receive these beautiful sounds and allow them to be messages. It's important that you honor where your body is in this moment. You have the permission to make any adjustments that you need so that you can be even more comfortable. And so if it feels good to you, I invite you to gently begin to close your eyes. You see, when the eyes are closed, you are able to listen in a whole new way, allowing lungs to be completely emptied in this moment, letting out all of the air, and then inhaling a nice, slow, deep breath, holding for just a moment before releasing it fully. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of your belly as you continue your natural, slow breaths. With each breath, I wonder how you can feel into the subtle vibrations of the energy within and around you. With each inhale, can you invite the energy of playfulness into every cell? With every exhale, can you allow the sounds to carry away anything that is less than this playfulness? Allowing your breath to take the sounds into every part of you. Noticing how the vibrations feel in the area behind and around your head. Noticing how they feel in your neck and shoulders, in your heart space, in your arms and wrists and hands. I wonder if you can begin to feel the pull of Mother Earth, pulling you close like a warm hug on this stormy day. Allowing each breath to soothe you as you let your spirit begin to journey to another place. Now, I have no idea where you will go today, but I do know this, that here in this precious space, amidst the gifts of Mother Earth, in this precious space, you can be connected to the element of play. This beautiful new moon that is upon us, this new moon calls us to remember something we knew a very long time ago, before there were responsibilities and stress and worry. There was simply play. And so, today, I invite you to listen to the sounds, to allow them to paint beautiful images within your mind. As you gaze up at the sky above you and feel the earth underneath you, allow yourself to feel into the wind, feel into the sun, feel into the rain, into the earth. Feel what nature feels like as it plays and paints beautiful images within us, allowing anything that arises to be expressed through nature, any turbulence through the wind, anything that needs to be cleansed, let it be expressed through the rain, anything that needs to be centered, may you feel it in the earth. receive the messages from your heart space. From somewhere deep within your inner place of peace, allow yourself to whisper here. In this moment, I can allow myself to be a part of the playfulness of nature. Letting go with each breath, just a little further. In this moment, I can allow myself to be a part of the playfulness in nature. Letting each thought fade away as new thoughts enter. In this moment, I can allow myself to be a part of the playfulness of nature. Dreaming, listening, simply being. so you can be true to this vibration here. Allowing this vibration into your toes. As you begin to wiggle your toes down. Noticing what it is to move with lightness and play. As you stretch out any parts of you that are longing to be moved. Letting the vibration settle exactly where they are meant to settle. Returning more and more to your body now. And when you are ready, that's it, dear ones. And when you are ready, and only when you are ready, you can begin to flutter your eyelids open. Take a nice deep breath. Let a smile come over your cheeks. And remember that these vibrations are always here within you.
Let's just put our hands towards this amazing process that we just went through in this healing. Let's just hold up our hands in gratitude and softly say namaste. What a blessing to be taken on such a journey. So beautiful. So now it's time for our tithes and offering and giving gratitude in a different form. So we just sort of in this moment just bring our abundance together to share with the universe and to share with the center. So for those online, there will be methods brought to you scrolling forward, just showing you the various forms of which you can give. And for those that give electronically, just think of that in the ethers. And if you just bring your tithe to your heart and just know that we give and receive. In this moment, we give of our abundance so that we may grow in both form and in substance and also in spiritual nature. We are just blessed by the giving and we are blessed by the receiving. And in this moment, we just let our giving go and we just release it into the universe. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you. Thank you, Richard. Let's sing. I receive the gift of life. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good, pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good, pass it on.
All right, and for our announcements, you can look for the newsletter, look on Facebook and our website, cslculturalcoast.org, to find out all that's happening. And just know that there is, for the election, there's an election intention that's going on for the next 100 days. And there's a, over on the table, there's a little message about how to connect with that. It's Reverend Michael Beckwith is leading that, along with other spiritual ministers around, how to think about this election season and really put forward positive vibrations into the universe around that. So feel free to check that out and join that. I've heard really good things from those that are doing that daily process. Also next week we have Reverend Shell, and she'll be leading a workshop, Breaking Through the Glass Ceiling workshop, next Sunday. And that workshop really is, in my sense of it, it's about looking at your perceived limitations and how to work through them, whatever they might be holding you back. So that sounds like a pretty exciting time. So also on Wednesday evenings is our group that gets together, that's on the website and talks about that in terms of the Loving Circle. So if you want to join that, feel free. I'm also the practitioner of the day. If you'd like to join me for prayer, you can do that and check that out. And we can either do something around celebrating this wonderful, beautiful day, or something that's holding you back. We can talk through that and hold the truth. So please join us for coffee and conversation afterward, and we'll have one more song with closing us out here with this beautiful music. Thank you for coming, and have a beautiful day.
Touching my soul, once was my heart, now just